El Día de los Muertos, or Day of the Dead, is a celebration. It's a time when families honor their deceased relatives by cleaning and decorating cemeteries, by making elaborate altars, by holding vigils, and preparing traditional foods. At first glance, this tradition may sound much like the U.S. custom of Halloween. After all, festivities are abundant with images of skulls. Day of the Dead is celebrated between October 31st and November 2nd. During those days, the people remember and honor their deceased loved ones, and though that may sound gloomy, it's absolutely not. This is a festive and colorful celebration in where family members visit cemeteries, decorate graves, decorate altars, present offerings, share foods, drinks, and candies, and spend time with family and friends. The origins of this tradition can be traced to Mesoamerican observances dating back thousands of years to what was a month-long festival dedicated to the Aztec goddess known as the Lady of the Dead. After the Aztecs were conquered by Spain and Catholicism became the dominant religion, the custom of celebrating the dead became intertwined with the Christian commemoration of All Saints' Day. The belief behind Day of the Dead is that spirits of the dead return to earth to be with their families between October 31st and November 2nd. Altars are an essential component of this tradition. Spirits are greeted with offerings of food and other things that the person enjoyed in life. These things will be laid out over an altar in the home and at the graves. It is believed that the spirits consume the essence and the aroma of the foods that are being offered. Other items placed on altars include sugar skulls, which often have the person's name written on top of them, special bread called pan de muerto that is made from this celebration, marigolds, which bloom during this year and which give off a special sweet fragrance. Lastly, a photo of the departed or photos of those departed can also be placed on the altar. Day of the Dead foods usually include mole. This is a chicken dish with dark chocolate and peppers. Atole de leche, a hot drink made of milk with corn, rice, sugar, or cinnamon. And pan de muerto, or bread of the dead. Other edible items include skull-shaped candies and sweets, as well as sodas, beers, wines, and even liquors. In the cemeteries, graves are lavishly decorated because it is believed that the dead return there first. In some instances, flower petals are laid in paths from the cemetery to the home so that the spirits will be able to find their way there. Other Day of the Dead symbols include figures like papier-mâché skeletons and skulls, and flowers such as the flower of the dead or lion paw. Also included are copal, or incense, which burn day and night and which produce a sweet aroma. In some locations, the day is celebrated with plays, games of all sorts, and massive parades. At present, the Day of the Dead continues to evolve as the mixing of cultures and customs from around the world are highly influenced by this tradition. Whatever the case, Day of the Dead has certainly become one of the biggest practiced traditions in Mexico. Today, this kind of celebration can also be found throughout the United States, Latin America, Europe, the Caribbean islands, as well as the Philippines. So it is certainly a growing cultural celebration, and it should be. Long live el Día de los Muertos.